In our first video class on our Constitution, I gave you all a brief idea into the making of a Constitution. In this module, we are going to learn about the making of the Constitution in much more detail. The task of making the Constitution of India began in 1946 with the arrival of the Cabinet Mission. The Cabinet Mission had put forward a set of proposals to fulfill the demands of the freedom fighters. One of the proposals was the setting up of the Constituent Assembly for making the Constitution of India. They recommended that the members of the Constituent Assembly were to be elected from the provincial legislative assemblies, and the rulers of the princely states were to nominate their representatives to the Constituent Assembly. The Constituent Assembly had the task of making the Constitution of India. At the beginning, the Constituent Assembly had 385 members, 292 elected, and 93 members were from the princely states, nominated by the rulers of the princely states. The first meeting of the Constituent Assembly took place on 9th December 1946 and was presided by Dr. Sachidananda Sinha. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as the President of the Constituent Assembly. However, the Constituent Assembly had to face a lot of hurdles from the Muslim League. The Muslim League boycotted the Constituent Assembly. They demanded the creation of a separate state. As a result, the membership of the Constituent Assembly came down to 299 as the original number of 385. The country was divided into India and Pakistan. The Constituent Assembly was also divided into Constituent Assembly of India and Constituent Assembly of Pakistan. Dr. Rajendra Prasad continued to be the President of the Constituent Assembly of India. The Constituent Assembly of India had wide range membership. It had representation from all the various communities of India, from the general category, from scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, Anglo-Indian, Indian Christians, Muslims, Sikh, etc. When the Constituent Assembly had started its work in 1946, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru had proposed the objective resolutions, and the objective resolutions laid down the national goals of our Constitution. The objective resolutions proposed that free India will be a republic and uphold the ideals of democracy and grant fundamental rights to citizens and safeguard the rights of minorities and backward classes. The task of drafting the Constitution of India was entrusted with the drafting committee under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar also made certain recommendations to make our Constitution complete and strong so that it could protect or help or hold together the integrity of the country at all times, whether in peace or in war, and also safeguard the rights of all Indians, minorities, backward classes, so that we would have a totally complete sovereign democratic republic. The Dr. B.R. Ambedkar also made certain other recommendations, like he recommended that India should have single citizenship and we should go for a single integrated judiciary. He proposed a strong center to maintain national integrity. He also recommended for that the directive principles should be incorporated to ensure the welfare of the people of India. After the draft of the Constitution was prepared by the drafting committee, the Constituent Assembly discussed it clause by clause. Each and every clause of the Constitution was discussed. The third and the final reading of our Constitution was completed on 26 November 1949. It took about 2 years, 11 months and 17 days to complete our Constitution. The Constitution of India was adopted and passed on 26 November 1949. At the time of the signing of our Constitution, we had 395 articles and 8 schedules. Currently, we have 448 articles and 12 schedules. The Constitution as a whole came into effect on 26 January 1950. To commemorate this day, we celebrate as Republic Day. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, who was the President of the Constituent Assembly, took over as the President of India. We continue this chapter in the form of slides in the second half, so that it can also help you in recapitulating and answering the answers that would follow at the end of the module. Let me recapitulate the making of our Constitution with the help of slides. The process of making our Constitution started with the arrival of the Cabinet Mission in India in 1946. The Cabinet Mission recommended the setting up of the Constituent Assembly for making the Constitution of India. Accordingly, the Constituent Assembly was set up. The first sitting of the Constituent Assembly was held on 9 December 1946. It consisted of 385 members, of which 200 were elected and 93 were nominated by the princely states. Dr. Sachidananda Sinha presided over the first meeting. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected President of the Constituent Assembly on 11 December 1946. The Constituent Assembly faced hurdle from the Muslim League because it boycotted the Constituent Assembly and demanded the creation of a separate state called Pakistan. Consequently, the members representing the territories which went to Pakistan withdrew from the Constituent Assembly of India. As a result, the membership of the Constituent Assembly of India came down to 299 against the original number of 385. Accordingly, the partition of India took place. Two new nations, India and Pakistan, were born. The Constituent Assembly had wide-ranging membership. It gave representation to all the different communities of India. It had representation from general category to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, etc. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru proposed the objective resolutions on December 13, 1946. The resolutions highlighted the objectives and laid down the national goals of our constitution. The drafting committee was under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The drafting committee was entrusted with the task of drafting the constitution. It took 2 years, 11 months and 17 days for the Constituent Assembly to finally pass the constitution. The constitution was adopted and passed by the Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949. The constitution as a whole came into force with effect from 26 January 1950. The date 26 January 1950 for the commencement of the constitution was selected because of its historical importance. It was on this day that in 1929, at the Lahore session of the Indian National Congress, the first call of Purna Swaraj or complete independence was given. Since then, the date 26 January was celebrated as Independence Day up to 1947. Now, I give you some questions as homework. By whom was the objectives resolution proposed? Who was appointed as the chairman of the drafting committee of the Constitution? When was the Constitution adopted and passed? When did it come into force? State the significance of 26 January.